Hi guys, and welcome to Breakfast in Bed with Tiffany. I know you guys for quite a while now, but our guests don't, so it'd be lovely if you could introduce yourselves.
Do you want to start, or should I? Hi, my name is Nick. Tiffany and I know us since I guess 6 or 7 years now. I'm basically from Kempten, Allgäu. It's 1.5 hours away from Munich. Born and raised there, and came 2016 here for studies. I studied sports event and media management, and after a while I raised my influencer company 3 years ago now, and now we are obvious. Thorleif, who you are? Or who are you?
My name is Thorleif. I'm originally from Frankfurt, studied in Hamburg media business, then went to Munich, and here I did some clubs. Afterwards I worked for a publishing house called Burda, and then I worked for a company called DDB, an advertising company, and now I'm with Nick, and we are doing together the agency called OBVS.
Yes, and I'm a big fan. It's not just an event company doing special experiences, but you have an influencer agency, which I am part of.
Yeah, you are.
Proud to be.
3 types. We have the management and influencer talent agency with influencers, models, DJs, photographers, like artists in total. Besides that, we have the B2B and B2C part. Like our obvious studios are doing events for brands. If we want to grab some names like Jägerle Kultre, we did something for Stone Island. Nice. Furthermore, also for banking clients here in Munich.
Tiffany & Co, right, as well.
Tiffany & Co as well, yeah, right.
Not to forget.
And for the Munich Schickeria as well, so we do B2C parties and events in our own clubs or own bars as well.
And I guess you know the business anyway, inside and out, seeing as you're on Instagram, you're called Fashion Nik.
Yeah,
and
true.
You're all about fashion.
Yeah.
So, and event moderator, which for me, this is a new experience, and I'm still gonna jump over my shadow and hopefully be as good as you one day. But yeah. And you also forgot to mention, I've seen you turn those tables.
Yes, I'm an ex-DJ. Yes, I used to DJ and used to do clubs as well, next to my studies in Hamburg. I started when I was around 13 in Bonn, where I went to school. Yeah, it was my first event I did, actually because of a girl I wanted to impress. And yeah, then at that time I designed and painted and draw my promotion flyer myself. It was different times. There were no handies or the start of handies, but definitely no Instagram or Facebook or all these kind of channels.
I would have loved to see the 13-year-old of you. I've seen your son, and he's the cutest little thing ever.
Yeah, he
is.
Yeah, thank you. He's a really cool guy. Yes, I had the same blonde hair. Actually, I used to look a little bit like a girl when I was younger. And I was a skater at this time, and I had this long Tony Hawk hair and a bomber jacket, and I thought I was already very old.
Like we all did.
Yeah.
I kept putting like silver metallic mascara in my hair. Nice. And like ridiculous blue, where I just looked like the biggest fool, but you only know later. My mom told me from then, she was like, you're gonna laugh at those pictures one day, and I was like, no Mom, I'm really cool. But yeah, no, I wasn't.
It's true.
Maybe you
it's
can
all the process.
In the YouTube video.
Yeah. So guys, before we get into the nitty gritty and the questions, let's order breakfast.
Yeah.
They have it very high tech here with an iPad. I've already selected breakfast, so you guys can swipe through.
Mm-hmm. So we
take
can
a
choose our favorite.
Yes.
Breakfast.
When was the last time you've had breakfast in bed, Thorleif?
Like we were in London.
That was a hotel in London, but actually I'm eating a lot in the evening in my bed.
I do, and I always have krümel. How do you say?
Yeah, crumbs.
Crumbs, yes. And it's in the evening, then I'm just like, oh God, why did I have to do
Yeah, from time to time, actually. When we have dinner, normal dinner with family at the table, but afterwards when you watch TV and get some
it doesn't work.
Some snacks.
amuse-gueules,
Yeah.
and snacks.
Oh, sorry,
and
what?
all that.
It doesn't work, I guess.
Oh wait, it does. But
Well, we had a nice breakfast in the hotel in London.
you
Yeah,
want
very-
eggs Benedict?
Yeah.
Actually, we
Benedict, perfect. And what would anything you're craving?
No, nothing. Just an orange juice.
An
if
orange
it's
juice,
possible.
perfect. And you also eggs?
Yeah, scrambled eggs, please, with onions and ham, if it's possible. Otherwise, just plain.
Okay.
For those who are interested,
Perfect.
I ordered egg Benedict.
And I think I'm gonna also get some scrambled eggs. Perfect. Then?
We've been to London for obvious, to be honest.
Yeah.
And had a nice hotel. And we love to eat in the morning in the bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
So let's see if
has
this
to-
has worked and
Yeah.
if they'll come. So I was thinking, I have a few questions, and to make it a little more interesting, I'm going to lay them out, and you guys can pick.
Mm-hmm.
So
But we don't know which question, which one.
exactly, it's all about the surprise.
Okay.
Here we go.
Quite a lot.
Yeah,
Right?
too many. We only have to pick 3.
I would choose this one.
Okay, I'll read it to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you keep motivated? What are you like? Do you have routines? Do you have like daily affirmation, I'm the greatest, or do you journal? What do you do?
To be honest, I just want to bring a new and open-minded vibe to Munich.
Which you do.
Yeah, that's the spirit I want to bring to Munich every morning I wake up. So the stiffness and the vibe of Munich could be a bit cooler, like in big cities, and that's the thing I want to
Change.
what I want to change. Yeah.
Wake up for change.
I think you're in a very good way.
Yeah.
See, you are out there.
Anyway,
and
because
it's
you're such a
wonderful.
heartful person, an open person yourself, so.
Yeah. I've never seen him not smile. He's like constantly
Actually, me
smiling.
neither. And I quite.
It's also a reason why I wear nail polish, because I'm a real fan of Harry Styles, and I just want to show the people that it's
It's fine to be yourself. Yeah.
That's I think that's my attention why
Yeah, inspiration to
my
wake
inspiration.
up.
Yeah.
Oh,
You do a great job. Is that yours?
that's mine.
I'll read it to you.
Okay.
What advice would you give someone who's striving to reach their full potential or become the best version of themselves?
Stick to yourself. It's actually, normally it's the simple advices which help, or don't take any advices. Because normally if you ask 10 people, you have 10 answers. You really have to choose the people you ask wisely. Actually, it's good to have some.
Mentors?
Yeah, it's to have independent, intelligent people.
Mm-hmm.
Can be a mentor, can be a psychologist, whoever. It doesn't matter. It's just like he has to be independent in kind of way to give you good advice.
Did you have like a specific person, or you have like a close knit of friends, or did it change over time?
Kind of close friends, mentors. Over the years, I'm a little bit older than Nik. Yeah, but when I kind of get into or struggle, I call them. Actually, I don't hesitate to call somebody to ask for advice or help,
Yeah.
which is maybe also a good advice. But you really have to you actually I think most of the times when you you kind of already know the answer. You just need to ask somebody to help you to get it and to find it in yourself. So
Yeah. Very good. Yeah, I think having a mentor or something is so important. Like I lost my dad so early, and he was like my hero. And then I felt like business-wise, I was always a little lost. But it's now I've collected some really good people where it's nice that you can just give them a call. And I also agree, like I'd rather, even if you pay for advice, like someone that's an expert in the thing, I've made so many mistakes already. I just feel like, okay, if I don't have to go the extra lap, that would be nice for once.
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah, my father always told me to learn from the mistakes from other, so you don't have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
But I also think you have to. It's all a process, and you can make mistakes, and they are some way very good advices
Yeah.
for the future.
My dad had a German saying, pack's auf Kontoerfahrung. Put it on.
Put it on the bank account of experience.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. And then whenever I'm like, I do a mistake or something, I'm just like, okay, we'll just go onto that bank account.
Yeah. I'm rich.
Yeah, from all the mistakes I made.
Yeah, like Prince said, you get rich on personality.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you always learn something from it. And at least you don't see it negative, then it's always a good thing. It's your turn, Nik.
All right, let's go with blue.
Perfect.
Like my neighbor.
So how would you say, do you find balance between work and your personal life? I mean, you
You
feel like you're on a...
I don't. How? It's not how. It's done. It's no.
But you do. You're always so, like, I don't know, in tune with yourself. You feel like you have some sort of balance, even though, I don't know, you have like an event.
Should I answer?
You can answer, yeah.
Yeah, because I think he likes what he's doing. That's why it's so easy for him and he doesn't. But you really, and you're young, so you have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
So.
But I really do love what I do, to be honest. So I told a friend 2 days ago, I don't work for life, I live for work, to be honest.
Yeah.
So all we do and all we create with Obvious and also with my personal brand as Fashion Nik is a part of my life. And that's why it doesn't feel like working. And why I have so much energy. And to be honest, since the last 2.5 years, I don't drink that much alcohol on my own events. And also I'm working and all that stuff. And to be honest, I think it helps me a lot to be more creative and more powerful during the day. So
By not drinking.
By not drinking. Yeah. I don't want to give any advices to don't drink alcohol. I mean, I drink alcohol as well. But I have so many events, I have so many interviews, I have so many shootings, and if I would drink alcohol on Tuesday evening, it wouldn't work that good.
Yeah, no, I whenever I'm like, I go to one of your events and I'm like, yeah, Thursday, wow, and then on Friday I'm like, oh my God, what was I thinking? Why did I do this to myself? But
I learned of the mistakes, so my bank account.
Yeah, one would think one can learn, but I haven't yet.
Yeah, but it's also an age thing. The cost for drinking getting higher.
Yeah. I feel it. I cracked 30. Your turn.
Me again. Take the big one.
Okay. So, what changes and trends do you guys see in the event industry? Are there changes and trends?
I don't like the question. No, you can answer that for me.
I guess the community thing is changing, so you don't book any talent, or you don't book just one talent for this event because this is a really good brand fit. You book more like a community, a couple of people, and we gave an advice today in a meeting as well. You don't do that one big event. It brings more. It's better to do many more little events with the right people and with the right experience instead of one big thing for everyone and you're in the press for like 2 days and then it's over. Yeah. So do events like
to
spread constant love for the community.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, yeah. No, I mean, I guess you guys have really made your platform, like everyone knows you here in Munich with your events, and you always see the same people, and it's nice that you guys have a community that are so loyal and want to come. So
because we have a strong community, yes, but the thing is we are doing events in different occasions with different kind of types of events. So for each person there is something. So not everybody is coming to the Penthouse Sundowner event. Not everybody is coming to the
Watchmaster event.
Yeah, so there's for everybody something. So be diverse in kind of way what kind of events you are doing with the same quality. So it doesn't matter of the size or what kind of, but same quality. So that's also for us, because if we would do every time every day the same event, it would be like kind of boring for us.
Yeah, I mean, for those that don't know, you do like big events where there are more than 100 people, and then you also do like small brand events.
More than 1,000 people.
More than 1,000 people. So sorry, but do you do like small in-store events?
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell me a little bit more about.
For example, last year in summer we had 3 events for American Vintage.
I was there.
Yeah, you've been there. And we just had about 40 people there with a little DJ, some drinks, cool outfits. But we also have weekly events with more than 1,000 people for really the Munich Chicaria, but also for influencers and all that stuff. So we choose the occasion and location, we choose the brands, and that's how we choose the people or the packs and so as well.
Okay.
How we choose to invite them to come.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
You're doing a great job at it.
Thank you so much.
Another question.
Yes, go.
Okay, another color.
Okay. So, yes, I've seen you both in action. You seem to be the dream team. And so for me, it's like, how did you guys start working together? How did you two find each other? What's the story behind it? You've done thousands of things. Why was Nik your go-to partner now?
Actually, by coincidence, in the penthouse where we're still doing events, they asked me in first place to manage the place and to develop it, and I said no because I was in a job, and but I said like, okay, I can do 1 or 2 events with you together from the penthouse, and 2-3 months later, these guys or Nik was there and did the event there, and so the people from the penthouse asked if it's okay if we can do it together, and I said, yeah, it's 1-2 events, why not? So that's how we didn't even meet before the event. We didn't
really meet at the event, to be honest. I came from vacation and was like, okay, there's a party today. Let's see who's there.
Yeah.
We do it together. And
I did the booking, invited the people. I have a brand, like a soul brand, which is called Champansky. It's a sparkling wine just for me and my friends. It's a little sparkling wine. So that's the name where I do all of my kind of soul things, from events to experiences and this wine. Yeah. And I booked 2 good friends, including, I don't know, DJ Hell, Jan-Peter Gucci, and was there a third one? You? Oh, me. Yeah. I played at this time. This one time I played. Actually, I still DJ a little, but only for friends.
Well. Just saying.
Thank you so much. Yeah, but I'm not a service DJ anymore in any kind of way. It was a very intense, spectacular.
I came and it was, who's the man I do a party today with? It's the DJ. And I did a story of him because it was really funny how he played. And the next day he texted me, could you delete this Instagram story?
Yeah, I wasn't that firm at this time. I have my own Instagram account and I love photography. I love photography and to do photos, but only for moments and not for. It was a little bit too show off and for my kind of style. And I'm a little bit older, actually 18 years older. And yeah, that's how we got to know in the end. It was then you were together with another business partner at this time, and then you really asked me, and you used this word already, if I could be their mentor. And I was like, am I that old? Because in Germany this word is like not usually used for cool hip things to do. So, but I liked them immediately, both of them, and said yes, I can do it like on a weekly basis, just like to see and to connect. And actually, normally, I love helping, and so I started to help you a little bit, and we got to know each other. And it took like 3 or 4 months, and then I stopped my former job and got into your company, and then I went into ski holidays. And when I came back, Nik came to me and said, have problems with my partner, and I was really,
He quit his job, and
And
then
went
he has
to
a family, he has a
Yeah.
son.
yeah, and then he said, yeah, and so I had to decide. First of all, I was kind of a little upset, but in the end, I think it was the best thing to happen. And so I decided myself, because both wanted to work with me, and so I decided myself, was actually also a business, and I both liked them. It was kind of a business decision because Niklas was.
I think that's our breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh.
1 second. Right back at that.
Hello.
Let me just try.
I will move these questions.
Yeah, put these questions by side.
Playing quiz.
Something like that.
Question quiz.
Question quiz. So, and you have some eggs.
Oh, looking amazing.
Ah, oh. So, that would be
Yeah.
so that would be for you.
Okay.
And also
Schnick, schnack, schnuck.
Perfect. That's me.
Okay.
so,
And
and
you can
also
share.
have, so how should we serve?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye. So,
How we do get on? We just eaten and Thorleif is telling our story.
Yeah.
All right.
actually, I'm
No,
hungry, so.
but I think everyone can dig in for a second.
Yeah, where did we stop? How we
That-
got to know each other. Yeah, and then we founded a new company with a new name. Actually, I googled the name because I thought like he's the younger one, and
And first of all, you asked me the question with Arto.
yeah, that was one of my decisions why I thought could be a cool. We could be a cool team because I asked him because he's 18 years younger than me, and in 18 years, Arthur, my son, is going to be the same age as he is now, and he is going to be the same age as I am. And I want to stop working in 18 years, if it's possible.
Yeah.
And if he likes then to go on with my son. And he said, that's a cool idea. And I was very truthfully and authentic and heartful said or answered by him. So I thought that could be something good. And so, yeah. So we decided, yeah. And then I said, what's a cool name? And so, because I always said in meetings that he's the side guys and I'm the old one. And so, and now he said last meeting, on one of our meetings with the client, so I'm Zeit and he's Geist. Which I kind of like. And we're anyway searching for a new name because yeah. Anyway, so this is a good explanation for the team description and who is doing what. And yeah, and I came up with this WhatsApp shortens. How do you say WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Like
Doesn't have the
OBVS. I found OBVS like on. That's what I googled. WhatsApp Abkürzung.
Okay.
And so I found OBVS and I said, oh, that's kind of obviously. And so.
And then he asked me if it's well known in my age.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it's really nice.
I think the moment you know it's off, then you're like, obvious. But before, I some like friends that I would take or something, they're like, OBVS, like what? How do you say it? Like, but then once you've heard it, it's very obvious. And it's such a good brand name.
And now it stands for Oasis for boldness and visions of salvation. And so to be brave on the one side and to do something which you really like and is good for your health in any kind of bigger way.
Yeah.
So we are doing what we like and love and to be brave enough to do it.
Well, it seems very genuine. You guys are a true dream team.
Yeah, it's really good.
You wanted
Fair.
We
to
just had a Leberkäse.
something very Bavarian.
Well, so that Thorleif can now eat and enjoy, I'm going to pass you some of these.
Let's go again with blue. Oh, sorry.
Okay. So business life obviously comes with its ups and downs. What were some of the challenges you faced or you guys faced, and what did you learn from them, or how did you overcome them? or yeah, what's your lesson learned from failure, maybe even?
Oh, it's a good question. That you have an overwatch about everything in your company, so that you know from every part of your company, you know a thing. I did the mistake that at my old company, I did the mistake that I didn't look that much about finance and other stuff.
Yeah.
And now it's really important for me to know, if it's just a bit, but to know every part of my company and don't be blind for some.
Blindsided,
Or naive.
Oh, naive, yeah.
I'm also naive, not 1,000. So I always go from the like, everyone must be kind.
Yeah.
And you always think, how you would treat someone else, but it doesn't.
Not everyone is in business is like you are, and not everyone is kind, like you said. So you have to.
There's a difference. I told you last time. That was one of my big learnings, with a big mistake combined. To think only because somebody is a sympathetic guy, his character is also a good one. So I really liked him. It was years ago. I did once an art gallery called Flashbox Art and Event Gallery, and this guy just got the contract we both had for the location out of the company. So I only had I had to pay a lot of money at this time. So I learned that only because he's sympathetic, it's not that he's a good one, a good character, or has a good character. So that was one of my big learnings, and I thought it was a good learning. I wasn't in a good mood afterwards, but I thought it was a good lesson.
Yeah, I've had my fair share of them too. And would you say failure makes you stronger? Like it's you should just keep going.
Yeah.
Like because I feel like at the beginning, you'd have plan A, and then plan A didn't work out. So I was like, well, then plan B and C, and maybe you even got to Z. But I always say, I won't accept a no if I want something. I just haven't found the right
thing you
way.
learn very early with skateboarding. You fall and you have to stand up to get to learn the trick.
And like you said in the beginning, don't tell too many people about your problems in business, but also in your personal life, because everyone has an opinion to it, and no one knows you that good like you are yourself, or your inner circle, or your business partner. If you have, I think we have more time together, like with my girlfriend. So
what?
So don't tell too much people
Your private stuff.
Yeah, your private stuff, or also your business stuff.
Because everybody has his own view on it, and so like I in the start said, like you have to find somebody who gives you good advice, and everybody has some advice. So, but it's most of the time not the best one.
I also always have my heart on the tongue, and then my ex-boyfriend, he also always said see how much people actually say from talk about them self, or how much you are sharing. And I'm always like this oversharer. I'm like, well, I will tell you everything, and you can know my deepest darkest secret. Yeah. But it's definitely I've had to learn that is not the way to go. Yeah. You have you can do it within your private circle, but otherwise people do talk a lot.
Yeah. And most of the time it's better if people think or guess that you're the person they have in mind. So a lot of people are thinking that we're driving Ferrari and are the big business guys. But to be honest, we are on the beginning. We do a good job for sure, and we have a lot of clients. But we have
it's a lot of work, and
you guys are humble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Sometimes.
Depends on the time. Yeah.
Well.
That's so
who may I pass?
Also, it's now I'm.
You are.
Okay.
Ooh, must-read business book or podcast.
Oh.
Do you have one?
Must-read books, yes. Actually, my favorite, and my wife is the book. Actually, that's so good. I married her. The book is called The Power of Now, from Eckhart Tolle. Actually, I also by coincidence a good friend and filmmaker and director. He took me at this time to I don't know what the English word is for eine Mönch, zu Mönchen. It was at a kind of church or Abtei, something like this. And this is like over 20 years ago, and he was, my friend is much into all this kind of stuff. But the main learning from this book is kind of there is no tomorrow, there is no yesterday. It's not existing. It's just now that we are sitting here and use this power. My wife is like, she's like always in the moment. To be in the moment is the best. That's crazy. She's my jackpot. And another book
from saying called something like there's no time, it's just what you decide to do with it, and I think it's a bit like that. But I'm always like, I'm already thinking, okay, what am I doing tomorrow, or shit, what did happen yesterday? And you do forget to be like in the moment. But I think when you're like working on something and you're enjoying it,
and
then you're
if you
so
stick
in
to
the
it,
zone.
that's what the book says. All comes to you. But my wife, you know her as she's like a sunshine. She doesn't worry too much, which is I'm the guy who worries all the time. So it's really a good combination for me, at least. But
I got a book 2 days ago as a birthday gift, but I didn't have birthday. I was at a birthday party, and a guy thought that it's my birthday, and he donated me the Diary of a CEO. Do you know this book?
I've heard of the name, but I have never read it.
I didn't read it yet, but I got a birthday gift.
But can you recommend it already?
No, I don't know.
Just by the cover.
Yeah, and the cover is quite good. Diary of a CEO.
Okay, I have another one. It's called, actually two from this guy, Eric Fromm, and he wrote To Have or To Be, and the other one is The Art of Loving, and it's about like, to have or to be. I really actually read it when I was quite young. And it's about that everybody, and it's kind of the same direction with Eckhart Tolle, that the people are collecting, and it's all about like what to have, like to collect, and this car and this boat and blah blah blah, and they don't. And his recommendation kind of is like, it's a very short summary, to experience. So it's also the same direction. And the other one, I read the next one, The Art of Loving, because of this first book, because I liked it. It's very easy to read, actually. You don't need to go to Blinkist and just get the summary. And it's not that big or huge or long. It's Art of Loving, and there's this theme is about love and how people, it's like a very capitalistic way that people see love, and like an exchange. Like a barter deal. So you look that beautiful and have this amount of money and this connections. Maybe, so it could be a match. So this is about that. That is a totally wrong way of thinking, which I also quite like. But this book is a little bit more kind of slightly difficult because, I don't know why. The first book is really easy to read, and the second is really good to read.
I had to laugh just then because you were like, you don't have to go to Blinkist, and I was about to tell you before, I was like, so I'm not the biggest, like, I used to love reading, and now I don't prioritize reading, so I don't make time for it, because I don't want to say I don't have time, because you can't just make time. But, and then I was so happy that I found like Headway now, which is like the Blinkist, and then now every day I'm like reading one of these books, and I'm like, so that when you guys talk about it, I can be like, yes, I've read this, but I think it goes too.
No, but I don't want to do Blinkist. Better read something than nothing. So, and I also have the problems nowadays that I really fall asleep very quickly. So I really need time to read a book, or like calmness in kind of a way. So so it's a good opportunity. So to get into some thoughts. So why not? And if you like it so much, maybe you then read the whole book.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'll get back to my reading.
Yeah, don't worry. So.
Yellow?
Only 200 questions to go. Yes. Amazing.
Okay, so seeing as this podcast is all about becoming the best version of yourself.
And eating breakfast.
Do you have a specific technique, habit, or practice that you think was like that really helped you grow as a person?
Be kind to everyone. So not just to the people you have to be kind to.
Yeah.
Be kind to everyone, because in any time you meet anyone who talked about you, for example, and how he talked to the person you talked to,
Yeah.
can define your further life, I
Yeah.
guess. So be kind to the man or woman who works on a toilet, but also be kind to the CEO, like in the Diary of CEO.
Yeah.
I think that's a good advice, and that's how I used to live. And it's not that I live like that because I have any intention with it,
Yeah.
but I guess everyone should
Be nice.
should be nice.
I
Yeah,
think I just want to look myself in the mirror and know I'm a good person.
yeah,
And I think that already gives you a good feeling when you know you've got nothing to hide and you have been nice to people.
yeah,
Yeah. We'll make that a quick one.
yeah.
Oh, wait.
No,
I
don't
want
worry.
to take
I don't
your
want to.
choice away.
Sorry.
How do you handle setbacks or moments of self-doubt?
Like at the start, call your inner circle, or but that would be the first thing I.
So you're
would-
more someone that goes to someone then to speak. I need to spill it. I need to
Yeah.
get it out of my system, rather
Get
than
in dialogue
take
over it,
myself
or
back.
kind of with a good
Yeah.
close friend, or somebody who's just who gives in any kind of way, is a kind of a mentor.
Yeah.
Who it always depends on the problems or of the doubts you have.
Yeah.
So you
Because
can.
I think some people they how do you say, like they go alone. They want to be alone. They don't want to talk to people. Where I just think that it would not help me at
No,
all.
me
But it does
neither.
help them. Like that's how they overcome their setback or something. And I'm just like I need feedback.
And I think it's also okay to talk to a therapist, to be honest.
Yeah.
In my hard times with my old company, or even with myself and my relationship and all that stuff, I started to talk to a therapist. And
Yeah.
in these 4 or 5 months, it was really, really good for me in my whole life. What changed a lot of mind in myself.
Yeah.
And I think it's really okay to talk about it and talk to it, and don't hide that.
No,
Because a lot of people have problems with it, but I guess, or I think that it really
Try to
helped
deal
me.
with themselves with it. Yeah.
It's a job. I mean, the people knows how they can
How to deal with
yeah.
with that problem. Yeah. No, I mean in America, you're strange if you don't have a therapist. Like, and in Germany, it's still like, oh yeah, I'm going to therapy. But no, I've been to therapy too, and I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Last 3 guys.
I choose the pink one.
Okay. Oops,
You're
sorry.
the reader.
Okay.
Kommst richtig rein hier. Some
So
Hessisch
both
in
of you have
between.
multiple talents. How did you find your passion? Like, how did you start? Was it from you woke up and you were like, "This is always what I've wanted to do," or do you think passion is what you need to be good at something?
I've been to a podcast called "Passion Makes You Sexy." I started when I was young. I always wanted to be a TV host for TAF,
Yeah.
host Pro7 TAF.
Yeah.
And because I wanted to be, everyone should know me, and I wanted to be everyone's darling. And I also started with social media in 2012. With the thing I could really good in this time was piano, so I started my account with Pianic, like pianistic Nik.
Playing, yeah.
And
Pianistic Nik or Pianic?
Pianic, yeah.
Let's create new words.
Yeah, but then I found out that piano is not that inner passion I have, it's fashion, and then it was Fashion Nik. And when I came to TAF Pro7 and hosting it, it was okay, but it wasn't that passion I had. So I guess you can have passions for decades or passions in a period of time. And now it's our passion, it's to be the coolest creative community, we're not an agency, here in town. and focusing on Munich and doing the right stuff in this time. So I guess you have the period of time where your passion is your life.
Yeah, I think kind of passion kind of finds you, and you're kind of not choosing it. You're gonna feel it, and you know it kind of. If something is easy for you, then you have kind of a passionate. And if you have something, or if you have that passion, or found that passion, or the passion found you, then it's easy to be good in it. And that's the secret of being successful, kind of.
I mean, you had an agency, I think, where you said your slogan was like, you need to find your why.
Yeah, this is well, this is different companies combined and mixed up. The claim from Chimpanzee, from the sparkling wine, is support your inner monkey, because it was kind of the against brand against all this show-off champagne stuff. So support your inner monkey was this claim, and the other one, why, how, what, is from, it's the golden circle from, I forgot his name, but Google golden circle, you will find it's a very intelligent, good guy, and this is to find your right purpose. So, and it's from the inside out. It's like, why are you doing something? And then it's the question, how are you doing it? And then there's coming out what you do. So, and not the other way around. I want to do cars, because why do you want to do cars?
Yeah.
And then you will be. Then you will. It's a good saying, or not a saying, a good formal from this guy. Oh,
I think
I always forget.
It's also a book, isn't it?
Yeah, he wrote a book. He is. You will find him live on. I think it was one of these TED conferences where he showed it. But it's a very good formula.
Yeah.
As well.
No, I think what you said, like finding your purpose, is so important, because like I think your passion can change over time, and you can have passion for several things. Yeah. But if you kind of know where you're going, then even in bad times, you're.
Yeah,
you know
the thing is how I found, or how we found each other was like, I wasn't that happy anymore with this job I had before. It was very American. It was an American company, and I thought, like, what do I want to do with the last 20 years of my business life?
Yeah.
So, and then I'm kind of fatalistic. We kind of coincidentally met, and because I did a lot of clubs, I did DJing. I always had the passion for nightlife and for gatherings and all this kind of surroundings. And in the new combination with Zeit and Geist, it made sense again. And because I stopped this in earlier times because it was too much and it was too kind of not my thing anymore. And now we found a way, both of us, I think, to do it and to be happy with it. Because actually, we are like, one of the things we don't do club events at all. We do like sundowner events.
Yeah.
So we don't do parties. It's something what Thorleif always tells me. We don't do parties. We do happenings. We do events. We do soirees.
Yeah. So but it is a difference, and so you can only come up with some kind of this difference if you are into it. If you have the love for the detail, the attention for the detail, and what it needs, and what it makes, what the difference is between a party and an event or a gathering.
You can even play basketball at your guys' events.
Yeah, true. And not only that.
You'll have to go for yourself, guys. Okay, last
Yellow is the favorite color of my girlfriend.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, was there like a specific moment or experience that you said that was like where you're like, okay, this impacted your growth? But I think we've kind of gone there.
Yeah.
I just remember being at home and thinking, like, I used to feel every time I had free time, I would sit on the couch or something, and the whole time of having free time, I'd be like, I need to work, shit, oh my god, I need to get my shit done, and like not enjoying the free time at all. And now when I have free time, I'm like zone down, and I really enjoy it, and that's useful. But before it was I don't know, with myself, it was so.
And don't having FOMO anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just enjoying life.
Yeah, it's really relaxing.
Yeah, the work-life balance is a very important one. Like we are very strict with like we don't work into like maybe at our events and when we have clients and blah blah blah. But in the office times are kind of very strict. I'm
I
there.
had to learn it.
You have to learn it, but I'm there every morning because I'm bringing my son to the school every morning. So I'm because he has to be at 8 a.m. there. So I'm at the office is close to it. 8:05 I'm at my desk. So and at 6 p.m. latest kind of ish I'm home. So because that's very important for me to be kind of there for him.
Well, sure, but I think it's good. Like for me, I think being a freelancer, like. I realize you I don't know, maybe I'll start then at 10, but then I'll work till 11 in the evening, and I don't think that's sustainable. Like I've had moments where I felt like burnt out because it was just like you think, well, I have to do it anyway. But I think if you're like, okay, I just have that amount of work, you're actually probably more productive because you're like, I need to get my shit done. Like I work best under pressure. So yeah, I think it's good. I think I need to put myself set office hours. I always feel like, okay, I need to answer now. Okay, so favorite productivity hack. Do you have one? I.e. time blocking or Pomodoro technique? Do you do any of those? I tried now.
Say no.
No?
Oh yeah.
Say no?
Yeah, that's one. And stick to your time. Also, if it has to be done at night, it's all okay. But we are not operating on an open heart. So what we're doing is fun and
I often text him before. I often text him at 10 o'clock. Hey, I got a message. We have to do this, and he was like, "Okay, we can do
Why
it tomorrow."
don't you send it? Yeah, send it via. Very good idea. Send it via email, so I have it tomorrow morning in my desk. Because what should I do this when I'm already kind of at home with my family?
And I mean,
it's not worth it, and it's not. It doesn't even make sense. Just to me,
and the other people
he's happy.
It
was meant in a good way, but this is also a process for us both. Like
but it's
generation
good having a partner like that, no? Because I'm like, okay, well, I mean, if the email came in now, I need to answer it, but like they can wait till tomorrow. So that's...
And I mean, 99% of the other people doesn't work as well. So if you answer them, they answer you tomorrow morning. So it doesn't need to bring that much.
Yeah, I'm very strict with this Sundays.
Do you think it's a generation thing, or do you?
What I from my last job to this job and to work at least with him. And all the others in your age, it's really swapped from email to WhatsApp. And there's also my private life in WhatsApp. I would love to WhatsApp.
Mute it.
Genau. WhatsApp business and WhatsApp private.
Yeah.
Because you can do put the sound off, but still with this red dot, and you don't know was it now your friend or the business thing.
Yeah.
And we have some group chats where I think like, oh come on, summarize it or sum it up, and think about first, and then write an email and then send it out tomorrow at 6 o'clock a.m. I don't know. I'll be there at 8 a.m. and will definitely answer, but not at Sundays or Saturday nights. I don't know what's other. If it's something important, always, but the importance has to be there to interrupt my private life. So that's maybe a good hack. Don't let your private life be interrupted. And we're getting
close.
Closer and closer with that.
But I will take that away from me.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, those were all the questions. I do have a game to round this thing up.
Yes.
All right.
So guys, to round off this podcast, I want to play a little game with you, especially to find out how good you guys know each other. Mm-hmm. I'll be asking you questions, and then you have to, if you think that you're better at it or the other one is, you point to yourself or to the other person.
All right.
Okay, let's begin. Who is more likely to laugh at their own jokes even if no one else finds them funny?
Hey, you have your eyes open.
True. Sorry. Should I shut my eyes?
Close your eyes. Sorry,
Okay.
I forgot that.
Okay.
So.
Hey, you cheated already. The game is over. I won.
Okay. Who is more likely to set off the office fire alarm? You guys are okay. Who is more likely to burst into spontaneous laughter at an inappropriate moment? Excellent. Okay, who is more adventurous when it comes to trying out new food? Who is more likely to lose their keys or phone on a regular basis? Who is the better multitasker between you two? Oh. Who is the bigger risk taker in life? Okay. Who's better at keeping secrets? Who is more likely to get in trouble with authority figures?
In trouble, yeah. Keine Ahnung.
Okay. Who's the bigger animal lover? Okay. What? Who's better at coming up with ridiculous nicknames for each other? Sehr gut. Who's the better networker? Who's more likely to forget dates like birthdays and anniversaries?
Yeah, aber hallo. I'm really bad at it,
Liebe Grüße
sadly.
gehen
Especially with names.
Yeah, as well.
raus. Okay, who's the bigger procrastinator when it comes to completing tasks?
C'est quoi?
Like who
Ah,
needs
so,
more
who-
for tasks.
Like who puts it
Because
off more?
Yeah, I know. Prokrastinieren.
Yes.
I think we're both with it. So we don't do it.
Okay, well he thinks he does it.
Okay, then.
I'm on social media more in this time, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe.
Who would survive longer in a zombie apocalypse?
Ooh. By far. Also,
You wouldn't have nail polish. You'd be like, oh,
hey!
I want to be friends with you.
Let's do some pictures.
Okay. Who is more likely to accidentally wear their shirt inside out all day? All right.
Really?
I'm always dressed. You're the
Okay.
one who puts his clothes off, maybe sometimes.
Yeah, but not accidentally.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, last two.
Okay.
Who is more likely to accidentally send a text to the wrong person?
Du bist schon sehr. Ja.
Okay. And last one, who's better at handling stressful situations calmly? Okay. Well done. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
It was wonderful having you
Yeah.
here, and thank you
was
about
fun.
all the insights. And
For
hope
sure.
to see you sometime again.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
No matter where